Revelation chapter 17.
Revelation 17:1 And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
There came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, talked with me. One of the 7 messengers who came from the temple in heaven earlier and had poured out one of the 7 last plagues, came to speak with John. He is a redeemed human, not an angelic being, because he later tells John that he is of John's brethren and has the testimony of Jesus. Saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment. The Greek word come here is not in the original Greek text and should be in italics. This means John did not need to go someplace, but that John's attention needed to change to a new area, here of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. The great whore is Babylon. Whore is one who uses lures such as flattery and decoration to capture mankind. She sits upon many waters, means that she controls and has controlled many types of people.
Revelation 17:2 With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. The term fornication means breaking or altering the authority structure God has put in place, walking away from God. Specifically desiring other gods to reign over them or practicing those things such as worshipping and giving themselves to them. This includes sexual immorality that is intertwined in these practices, and sometimes includes intercourse with animals. The kings of the earth have surrendered their lives to her, been influenced by her and therefore have led others astray, and as such she is the great whore, one who lures. Side note, difference between the kings of the earth and the 10 kings. The kings of the earth, land, are different from the 10 kings who rule over the world, and 3 get suppressed by the beast. The 10 kings are ruled by the beast, but the kings of the earth are ruled by Babylon. The 10 kings destroy Babylon and the kings of the earth weep over her destruction. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Babylon entices people to surrender and worship the beast on whom she rode. She is the great whore who leads people away from God. Because the inhabitants of the earth have moved away from God, they are unbridled, living by their uncontrolled nature, thus drunk.
Revelation 17:3 So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
He carried me away. The messenger carried John away without receiving John's consent, as if it were abrupt let me show you, unlike later where a messenger told John what he was about to show him and then took him in the spirit into the wilderness. One of the first times this phrase is used in the spirit is when God brought Ezekiel and put him in the valley of dry bones. This could mean in a spiritual and not a physical body. This is highly unlikely, as earlier John fell at Yeshua's feet as dead. This is something that is possible in a physical body like Daniel. Therefore in the spirit would more likely mean being spiritually aware, able to see and interact with the spiritual world, while in a physical body I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. John saw a woman who is a great whore. She sits upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy.
Upon the 7 heads the names of blasphemy, meaning the full assignment to blaspheme God by having attributes to as God and demanding worship.
Having 7 heads. The 7 heads of the beast are 7 mountains, locations, and 7 kingdoms, rulers, who have come against the people of God at various time periods: Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Media, Persia, Greece, Rome, and a future location under the rule of the 10 kings and the beast. Side note, when the revelation was given to John in 90 to 100 AD, 5 evil kingdoms had fallen: Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Media, Persia, and Greece. One is called the Roman Empire, and one is to come. Daniel revealed the last 5 of these evil kingdoms to King Nebuchadnezzar.
10 horns. The horns are on the 7th head, just like the 10 toes on the foot of the final evil kingdom. Things to know about the 10 kings. The 10 horns are the 10 kings. 10 kings will not mix with each other but will have a common vision, like the toes on a foot. The kingdom will be partly strong and partly broken. They will influence or mess with the seed of men. This could refer to influencing the reproduction of mankind, such as trying to clone people, mix human seed with animal or alien, or influencing children. Together the 10 kings will do this, yet they won't mix or go against each other. The 10 kings are different from the kings of the earth for the following reasons. The kings of the earth indicate that they rule over land, and 10 kings rule over the world, therefore people. Doesn't necessarily mean they don't rule over land, but that their collective higher authority is ruling over the world from their locations. The 10 kings are later ruled by the beast, but the kings of the earth are ruled by the city Babylon. Therefore the 10 kings would rule over Babylon, and later the beast over the 10 kings. The 10 kings later destroy Babylon, and the kings of the earth weep over her destruction. The 10 kings will rule the world for the first part of the 7 years, as they are there for some time before the 3 are uprooted by the beast. Middle. 3 strongest, or the first 3 of the 10 kings get suppressed by the beast. The 3 potentially, the king of the south, Egypt, Libya and Ethiopia, one of the kings of the east, example India or China, and the king of the north, example Russia, as this is the time of the end. Middle. The 10 kings will reign with the beast, little horn, for 1 hour. Thereafter they will submit their power and authority over to the beast. There are 4 interpretations. 3 of them are based on the revived Roman Empire, iron in the feet. 1 based on Catholic, iron, and Islamic, clay, who both have global influence but don't mix. They often have the same vision against the Jews and the Christians. 4 interpretations: Roman Empire, EU regions, Isaac Newton, UN regions. Side note, the 10 kings could be the 10 UN, United Nations, regional leaders. Their collective focus, besides ruling the world, is to mix with / mess with / influence the seed of mankind. Dan. 243. In addition, they would probably use the 10 global sectors to control people through fear and influence. Revelation 17:4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. Interesting that in the time of John, scarlet was the color of the Roman military and purple was the color of the rich or royalty. A scarlet robe was given by Roman soldiers to Yeshua when they mocked him. Roman soldiers also clothed Yeshua with a purple robe that they had stripped him of before they scourged him. This is probably the same robe Herod had given Yeshua earlier, as it is the color of the rich or royalty. Thus this woman is influential with the wealthy and the military. Decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Decked is a Greek word meaning to overlay, to cover. She will be covered with gold, precious stones and pearls. This is the same appearance of the city Babylon, the physical manifestation of the spiritual woman. This decoration of a woman is opposite to what godly women should look like. With all of this she lures mankind. Having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Having a golden cup in her hand indicates that she is celebrating. Her cup is full of abominations, detestable acts, and full of filthiness of her fornication, such as breaking the authority God has put in place, including sexual immorality. Side note, opposite to the golden cup in her hand is the golden cup in Yahweh's hand, which is in reference to Babylon and the destruction he is going to bring on them.
Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Upon her forehead was a name written. The concept of the name written on the forehead displays who that person belongs to and their assignment. For example, the high priest Aaron had a plate of pure gold on his forehead with the words Holiness to Yahweh engraved on it, and the 144,000 Israelites were sealed by God on their forehead. The false prophet, second beast, deceives people to take the mark of the reigning beast on their forehead or right hand, therefore these people belong to the beast. Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. The Greek word mystery means behind the scene. A secret Babylon sits on the beast who has been around from the foundation of the world, luring the people to the beast. She has been revealed as Babel, Babylon the Great, and now again in the end Babylon the Great City. Therefore, she is the one who brought forth the idea of harlotry and abominations on the earth and taught them to mankind. She is the mother of these things.